Welcome to my retreat, a place to relax, to get away from it all, meet amazing people and have some fun. Come on in, this is my weekend escape.
It's making sure that we treat people with the respect and the support that they deserve when their life is just turned upside down overnight.
On my wish list for things in Corrie, it was to have a fight on the cobbles.
Yeah.
Go on, Johnny!
Good morning and welcome to my weekend escape. This is your place to retreat, relax and also have a little bit of fun. But right now I'm here with my chef, Johnny Marsh.
How are you doing?
Hello.
How are you? You okay?
I'm good. It seems like you brought a big loaf along.
Big banana bread.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, I like
This is my favourite
that.
banana bread. This is what I cook for players, clients every single week.
Well, that's what they call you, the football feeder.
It is, yeah.
Yeah?
Like a nickname that I was given years and years ago, but it's sort of stuck with me now.
So can we get a list?
So I started with a guy called Kevin De Bruyne, but when I say a guy, he's a mega star. Like,
Yeah.
I got very lucky with there, and it went from there from Ilkay Gundogan, Leroy Sané, John Terry, Paul Pogba, Luke Shaw, Rasmus
How does this
Højlund.
happen? Because, like, how do you go from cooking, like, beans on toast for your kids at home to, like, cooking for John Terry?
Oh, it was a wild little 6 months. So basically, I came back from working on super yachts. I was a head chef on a super yacht, and I came back and I was like, you know what, I'm going to start an event business. That did not go very well. That lasted one event. Okay. So we
That's a tough
scrapped
world
that.
as well,
Yeah, we
isn't
scrapped
it?
that
Yeah.
one very quickly. And then I used to send emails out every single day, 150 emails a day
Wow.
to different people, and the only one that ever got back to me was Man City.
Oh, wow,
I know.
that's
And
amazing.
then they called me at work and they were like, look, could you help out Kevin at Christmas? And I said, you got me.
So you sacrificed your Christmas day?
Yes.
Yeah, and have you got a partner yourself?
Yes, wife, yes.
Oh, you've got a wife. Okay, so how did you...
She was not happy.
Yeah, how did you word that? You know Christmas Day, is it a big thing to you?
Yeah. I did it this year, again, just gone, but yeah, it never goes down well, ever.
Yeah. But I suppose you don't stay there all day, do you? Do you cook the food and put tinfoil over it and leave, or how does it...
No, you serve it as well.
Oh, wow.
Serve it as well. Prep, serve, clean down, off I go.
Are you the cook at home every day?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
If I didn't cook it, it'd be inedible food.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
is this one of your kind of famous recipes then?
So
Is your name?
this is one of the things that I cook for players every single week, and it's something that you can find in my new cookbook. I've brought you a little present.
Oh, thank you.
That's 80 recipes for you and the kids to enjoy
Yeah,
and
that's
get
really
stuck into.
cool. I'm going to live like a football player now.
Exactly, you can have me in your house.
So what's so special about this banana bread? Because my banana bread knowledge is limited to, like, lockdown.
I was just going to say, everyone's lockdown banana bread knowledge is huge, but this is my healthy one, so it's made with like a sweet, like a stevia, which is great. So there's no sugars, there's no butters and things like that in, but it's a perfect snack. I use it every single day.
Nice,
I
okay.
have this every single day as well.
So will you make the football players like a whole week of, like, make snacks for them to take to the training grounds?
Yeah.
And okay, and do you have to get them all, like, sort of matching Tupperware and stuff like that?
Yeah, they do, because they all like it very, very neat in the fridges. So I've got little vacuum sealed bags that these go in, and then they have the crudités and the hummus.
I
and
like
It's
that.
very sort of routine.
When I can't sleep, that's the content I'm watching. I'm watching, like, American
to fill drawers.
pantries, how to fill the drawers. I like anyone with a label gun.
Yeah.
Like, my house is chaos. I don't live like that.
No,
but
I don't
just
live like that, but I like watching it as well.
like seeing it.
It makes me want to be good.
And do you get any of the wags giving you instructions? Because some of the wags sort of manage the husbands and the home life, don't they? Are you under the thumb of any of the wags?
Well, like, they're the boss. I'm under everyone's thumb.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, so if they want something, yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's fine.
And actually, sometimes do you have to go by what the club says? Because if there's, like, certain macros or calories that have to be adhered to, do you have to kind of liaise with the football club?
Kinda, yeah. So a lot of the clients I actually end up getting are from the clubs who have players with deficiencies. So maybe one of them is an iron deficiency or a vitamin D deficiency, but it's one of them, and that's how we sort of bespoke the meal plans for them.
OK, well, I'm thrilled you're here. I'm thrilled we're going to be eating, like, the top 1%. Like, that fits very well with me. We've got an amazing guest today. Every single week I have a guest of honour, and they're upstairs at the moment, so I'm going to go and meet them. But if you could cut up a few bits of that banana bread and put some aside for my guest of honour. Right, well, I'm off. I'm going to take my book, read it, get cooking, and I'll see you a bit later.
I'll see you later on.
Georgie, I'm so glad you could make it. Welcome to the retreat.
Thank
Thank you so much for coming. Surprised you managed to get here because you don't stop.
I know, it's lovely, nice change.
Yeah, you're such an incredible woman. I've spent the last few weeks kind of reading up about you. I mean, like many people, I came to know and love Harry, your incredible son. I think, you know, he really touched a lot of people's hearts.
Yeah.
And you seem to be carrying on that amazing work. Yeah, you must have met so many people through it.
Absolutely, you know, and mainly because of Harry when he was alive, you know, and the work that he was doing, he inspired a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's lovely that people have still stayed in touch to help, you know, following Harry's passing, so we can help lots of other people who are affected by cancer.
Tell me about the charity, and you know, it's almost like an amazing movement. I mean, tell me about the people that you're helping at the moment.
Well, it all started with Harry and his famous bracelets, which I
yeah.
bought you one today
Thank
to
you.
wear.
I'm going to put it on now. Oh.
We've just created something that we wish was there when Harry was going through it. Sometimes when you see that something doesn't feel right, that support isn't there.
Yeah.
If you've got that power, and Harry left an amazing legacy, and so for us to use that to help, you know, for the benefit of other people in the here and now, we run Drop-in Cancer Support Centre that now offers over 20 services on site for...
Wow, okay. What sort of services?
So we support adults and children affected by any type of cancer, and they can drop in, no waiting times, referrals, for emotional support, practical support, financial support, support groups, social groups. There's so much that we offer for those.
It feels like as a family and as a mother, you've been through so much.
Yes.
Where other people might fall down, you've got back up and gone on to make your experience into something that actually makes other people's experiences, I don't want to use the word easier because it's never going to be easy, but you've seen those gaps where you could fill them and assist people and try and ease the mental load as well as the physical load.
Yeah.
I think Harry would be so proud of you.
Thank you. And that's really what Harry's work is about. It's making sure that we treat people with the respect and the support that they deserve when their life is just turned upside down overnight, you know.
In Harry's short life, he raised a staggering £750,000.
Yes, he did.
And you went up to sort of formalise it and called it Help Harry to Help Others.
Yes, that's
What was
right.
it like seeing so many people get on board with your little boy's vision?
But really, it was because of Harry. You know, Harry created the name, the brand, and the colours. It was his happy colours. And I knew probably 2 or 3 years after Harry passed, because, you know, he did make a lot of news because of his story when he passed. But I knew 2 or 3 years on down the line that the reality of how Harry help others would be. You know, I'm not going to lie, it's hard. Trying to keep that going. We've been going now for 13 years, and
it's a long time for any charity,
absolutely.
And also you're very involved. I mean, we're talking about, you know, the services that you provide and the people you help. You're a bit of a fundraiser as well, aren't you? Doing some quite crazy challenges.
Yes. Harry was a force of nature. So he was very cheeky, very witty and funny, and obviously we miss him every day. So on his birthday, I take on a challenge. This year, he should have been celebrating his 25th birthday.
Okay.
So I did a 25-hour walk.
Oh my goodness, did you?
Yeah, I think I completed just under 3 marathons in one day.
Oh, wow. How were your feet?
I'm not going to show you my toenails.
Yeah. Do you have any toenails left?
No.
More to the point.
A few of them have gone, yeah.
So did lots of people get on board and do it with you then? Did you have lots of company?
Yeah, along the route, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was lovely because that's what kept me going. You know, it was really difficult, and this body wasn't built for fitness, so it was a huge challenge. But I'm getting older now, and it takes me a long time to recover.
And it's only going to increase each year, isn't it?
Yeah.
You roller skated as well for 16 hours, didn't you?
Yeah, on what would have been his 16th birthday.
Yeah, there seems to be a theme of punishing the feet every time.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, as you said, every year you have to do something that's more gruelling, that's longer, and it's just to keep that support. You know, without people's generosity and support, we can't help the people that we do.
Yeah.
And we are, you know, it relies on my fundraising efforts and that of those who believe in the work that we do.
Yeah, you're so committed, you know, beyond just Harry's experience and Harry's story. Is it right you're up at 5 a.m. every day?
4.
Yeah. What's happening at 4 in the world of Georgie?
So that's the best time of day for me. So I get to the centre at 5 a.m. and between 5 a.m. and 8:30 before the team come in and the doors open to those that need our help. it's when I move everything forwards. It's
Right.
catching up with all the operational stuff and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
and the rest of the day just goes out the window.
My goodness, you're very productive, aren't
Yeah.
you? Yeah. And do you feel, you know, by keeping this legacy going, does it keep you close to Harry?
I think I'll always remain close to Harry, but I think it's more so, you know, as I say, about ensuring that we support the mental well-being of cancer patients and their families, and it's just trying to make sure until I see something else one day in our area where people aren't getting that support that they deserve and need, more importantly, then I will always keep going with Harry's work to make sure they have that.
Yeah, I truly believe that you will. Well, today you've been brought here because you've been nominated by loved ones, because actually they want to see somebody else support you for once. You
that's
know,
lovely.
you work so tirelessly, you're always putting other people first. And I think it's time maybe you had a little bit of a pamper.
Oh, thank you.
Are you going to be able to switch off?
I don't know.
Yeah, I hope you're
I'll
not just going to be
try.
on emails. And I'm sure even when you sit still, you're thinking of ideas.
Yes, absolutely.
But all the great people are like that. So, should I take you to the glam room to meet
Yes,
the team?
please
Yeah,
do.
all right. Follow
Thank
me then. Let's go and meet them. Right.
Hey, ladies. Oh, my goodness. How are you? You all right? Good, good. You look great.
Michael Douglas, our celebrity hairdresser.
Not the real one.
Catherine Zeta-Jones is in the room. And this is Jen Telly, our makeup expert.
Lovely to meet you. Come and take a seat.
Come and grab a
you.
seat. Yeah,
Right.
let's have a little look at your hair.
What are you thinking?
Ooh,
Challenge.
It's not too dissimilar to mine, to be honest, if we have a look at it. You know, we've got the same do. So I can see you've got a little kind of hairline, cow's lick there. So, but a little fringe in here could look really nice, something
Nice.
like that. And do you wear it straight quite a lot?
Yeah, I'll tied back.
Or tied back? Okay, so maybe we could experiment with a little wave or something in there. That would be
She's
super
a busy
nice
lady,
as well.
you see. She
Yes.
just up and goes.
But I think on this occasion we should forget that you're a busy lady and just be a lady of luxury.
Oh,
Yeah?
good
Can
for
we
that.
relax. Let's make you look as glamorous as possible.
Okay.
I think that would be super nice.
Nice. Okay, well, we're going for glam. So what are you thinking then, Jen?
Okay, so Georgie is a very busy lady, has to get up very early in the morning. So we need quick makeup tips for a very busy lady on the go. And Georgie has got the most beautiful blue eyes. So I really want to bring those forward by using some lovely browns on the eyes.
Yeah.
And then just making the skin look really glowy, really beautiful, but in just very quick, easy ways that you can just do with your fingers. You don't even need to worry about brushes and so on.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Georgie, what's your normal routine? I mean, do you ever have opportunities to glam up? Do you do sort of hair and makeup before work?
Very basic, yeah. Just a bit of bronzer and mascara, and away I go.
And straightening irons or something like that on your hair, or is this in its natural form?
No, that's straightened.
It's straightened, is it? Okay. There's even more reason to put a wave in it, I think. And what we might do is just put a slightly deeper side parting in, so you can instantly see it. You get this kind of slightly more glamorous effect off a side parting like that. It's just a bit deeper, so we might go for that as well.
Nice.
That'd be nice.
Now, we're going to go for a short break, but don't go anywhere, because when we come back, I'm going to be joined by Claire Sweeney on the sofa, catching up. Welcome back. I'm here with singer and soap superstar. It's only Claire Sweeney.
Hello.
Welcome to the retreat.
I love your house.
Oh, do you like? Yeah,
gorgeous,
it's all
isn't
right,
it?
isn't it? It's a lot of maintenance for me, I must admit. But
Oh,
yeah.
it's lovely. Your toilets are very nice.
You can always judge somebody by the loo.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Now, we've got to start by talking about Corrie, because you play Cassie in Corrie, and she's quite is she controversial? How would you describe her as a character?
Well, I mean, she does some pretty evil things. You know,
Right.
she's poisoning a national treasure for a start. You know, Ken Barlow, her much-loved character.
Yeah.
But she's fun as well. The way they've written the character, she's not just, you know, one-dimensional. You know, she's doing this terrible thing.
Yeah.
And then, you know, she could go to town with this credit card, but she buys a couple of air fryers.
Which are all the rage right now.
Which are all the rage, yeah. And the funny thing is, her and Steve MacDonald, the only genuine thing about Cassie really, well, actually one of the genuine things is her feelings for Steve MacDonald.
Right, is she besotted with Steve?
When she's with him, she's like a child. It's such an innocent lust between them. And then
I think we've all been there, though. You know, that's quite
the
relatable.
funny thing is, you know, he was thrilled with the air fryers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was like, oh, no, it's terrible what she did, but they're really good.
Yeah. And she's troubled, Cassie, right? She's had it hard. She's had a difficult life.
She has, and funny that what she does with Ken, it makes her hold a mirror up to herself.
Right.
And it's the first time. She normally causes havoc and moves on.
Yeah.
But for the first time, she really feels bad. She's hurt someone who she cares about.
Yeah.
She's hurt someone who believed in her, who let her in,
Yeah.
who, you know, it was almost like a Professor Higgins relationship with her. You know,
Yeah.
he taught her about wine, about music. He listened to her. And it was kind of needs must necessity. He was going to get rid of her.
Right, right.
Because he didn't need her to be his carer anymore. And she was like, what can I do?
Yeah.
Oh, just a little bit of antihistamine. Keep him drowsy and then he'll need me.
How do you prepare for this kind of role? You know, when you get scripts like this, it's so far removed from most people's normal life. Is there some kind of research or process you do to be able to play this as an actress?
Well, I don't put antihistamine in anyone's drinks.
Yeah.
I don't do method.
I've had my coffee down over here.
I think for me, you've just got to think about the reasons why she's doing it. Now, I have been, you know, people think I'm trying to justify it, and I probably am sometimes, but, you know, there are reasons why she's doing it, and they're coming from a place of desperation, of need. She loves being with Ken. She adores Steve MacDonald. She belongs in this home. She's part of a community. She needs to stay there.
You've almost got a bit of empathy for her
Yeah,
holding
she kind
that.
of does what she needs to do to keep these creature comforts and help, you know, the people around her who she adores.
We've got a little clip of you actually in action as Cassie. Should we have a look at it?
Do you know something? I see right through you. And what I see is a hollow, pathetic excuse for a human being that would stoop so low she would try and kill a defenseless old man.
You might think I'm pathetic, but I'll tell you something. He'd still rather spend time with me than you, his own flesh and blood. But actually, you're not though, are you? Ah, Tracy! That's what's happening! Tracy, you are not that smart.
Hey, that's enough!
Tracy, get arrested! Someone tell me! I've done nothing! See that nutter there? She's the one who assaulted me. You saw that, didn't you?
Hey, I barely touched her. Give it up, Cassie. My dad told us everything.
Cassandra Plummer, I'm arresting you on suspicion of drugging with intent to harm.
Don't leave her alone! Get up!
Wow, that was quite the scene. Was it fun to film?
It was because, I mean, on my wish list for things in Corrie, it was to have a fight on the cobbles.
Yeah.
You know, I remember the
quite iconic.
iconic ones with Elsie Tanner.
Yeah.
I remember Sue Cleaver,
Yeah.
Eileen and Gail having that fight.
I remember that.
It was
Yeah.
fantastic,
Yeah.
wasn't it? And then to have one with Tracy Barlow.
Yeah.
You know, two tough women up against each other. It was great. And what was perfect about that night when we filmed it was raining. It was cold. It was, you know, the whole setup was perfect. The whole ambience was fantastic.
Yeah, so many icons there in Corrie. I mean, you mentioned Ken Barlow, Bill Roach. What was it like working with him? He's very iconic.
He's lovely. You know, he's 93 years of age.
Is he really?
He never drops a line. He's got the most gorgeous hair, twinkly eyes.
Yeah.
He's ahead of everyone, you know, he's really on it.
Yeah.
He's just wonderful. And sometimes, you know, his acting is he's such a great actor.
Yeah, he
And
is
when-
incredible.
Yeah, I had to do scenes with him where he had a heart attack.
Yeah.
And he was wonderful. He was so brilliant. All the crew give him a clap at the end and it was quite moving. He's brilliant.
Yeah. Well, it's the longest running soap, Corrie, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
And he's been in since the first episode, 60 years.
Oh, wow. Wow, my God, OK.
I think he's the longest serving soap actor ever.
I mean, you do have soap royalty status yourself, so I will always remember you as Lindsay Corkill in Brookie. I was Brookside obsessed, right?
Were you?
And it was the years...
Did you used to do midweek or the Saturday omnibus?
Both.
Did you?
Well, I was invested, OK? And it was the years of, like, Channel 1 to 4, and the whole nation was watching those soaps, right?
Did you write me a letter?
I wrote to you several times. You wrote back.
Did I?
You wrote back.
You just making that up? Because I was
I've still
terrible
got
at writing
them.
letters.
No, maybe it was your agent that wrote
No,
back.
it wouldn't be. It will have been me.
Do you know what it was? It was like your black and white spotlight headshot on a postcard, and I used to write to you to tell you what was happening in the Corkill family with all of the murders and the drugs, and you used to write
that's so
back
sweet.
and humour me. So thank you very
I'm
much.
on your show
Yeah,
now.
I know. Now, Johnny, Claire is a bit of a legend in Manchester. Have you heard her name mentioned in your circles? Johnny's in the football player circle.
She's in the Corrie circle. So
Yeah.
Well, I'm an Evertonian, so I probably don't get mentioned in Manchester.
my dad's an Evertonian.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
season
there's two of
ticket,
us.
loves
That's
it.
great. And Tony Bellew as well. There's three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get to go to a lot of the games then?
Not as much. I used to. Funny enough, when I was in Brookside, I used to go all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah, and I bet they would all recognise you. And...
I loved it. I loved
Yeah.
it. And I was living in Liverpool. And now I do like Monday to Friday in Liverpool and weekends in London.
It's like your schedule is so full on. Like, how do you find time to relax? Do you get time to switch off?
Well, the nice thing about Corrie is the way it's structured now. I describe it like a roundabout. You get on, you have your ride, you do your storyline, then you get off, then someone else gets on.
Well, listen, you're in the retreat today and we've got lots of relaxing things happening. You're going to be able to chill out. Let's find out what Michael and Jen are up to. Michael, how's it going?
Everything's going fantastic, is it not?
We're smashing it.
Yes, we are. I'm very excited about what we're doing with the hair here. Now, we've done a little trim at the front here, and what we're doing is just blow drying it with this vent brush where we're flipping the hair backwards. I'll just show you what I mean. We'll blow dry like this, push the air up, and then we'll roll the hair back a bit like that. And then what we end up with is this really nice flicky fringe here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's super nice. Very soft, very feminine. And then what we'll do with the rest of this is either blow it out a bit and put a little wave in it. We'll decide as we go along. But I really love this. It gives a really glamorous, feminine feel to the hairdo. So, looking nice. And I'll try not to cover the eyes too much.
No, come on, because we need these beautiful blue eyes beaming through, please. So for the base, we wanted to keep it really simple because Georgie has a very tight schedule. So we've just used this amazing green cream. This is by Arborian, and it's CC Red. Now this comes out in a lovely green, very pale green. And as you warm it up, it turns into the same colour as your skin. So you're able to use that with your fingers. It's really fuss-free. So I've used that all over, which has given Georgie this beautiful complexion, which we've warmed up with bronzer and blusher. And for the eyes, we talked about wanting to really bring the blue forward. So to do that, we're using a palette by Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Sophisticat. I'm using a small, densely packed brush, picking up this lovely dark brown. If you just close your eyes for me, please, Georgie. And then we're just packing that on. It's really simple, really easy. I'm gonna pop that on, and then using a fluffy brush, we're going to get the lighter shade of brown, and then we're just going to blend that so we have a nice softness. So we get that darker colour and then it fades to the lighter brown. So that's going to really bring the blue in Georgie's eyes forward. Right.
Okay, great. We've got lots to do, Katie, so back to you downstairs.
Thanks, Michael. Now we're here with the one and only Shakira Akabusi. She's going to be helping us wake up this Sunday morning with some stress-busting exercises. Are you stressed?
Yes.
Oh, really? Why? You have quite a stressful schedule.
Well, it depends.
Yeah.
It depends, you know, if you have heavy storylines or not. But I always like a little stress buster on Sunday morning.
Good, good.
You've got your work cut out with us, I think. So what are we going to do today, then?
So, yeah, I think all these movements are going to help us to not only de-stress, but also to help increase our energy, help to get those positive hormones flowing. And, you know, we'll obviously speak through everything and the way that all these exercises work when we do them. But hopefully, we're all going to feel much better and have no stress. So the first thing we're just going to do, we're just going to do some deep inhales and some arm swings up and overhead. And really, like, this first movement is just about getting the blood flowing. And the more blood that we can get flowing through our body, the more oxygen we're going to flow throughout our whole body. And that's really going to help deliver all of that energy throughout the body. We're then going to take a bend and a deep breath up. In, and another bend. Good job. And we'll do two more like this, taking nice deep inhales. The more oxygen we get in, the more energy we're gonna have. Okay, now we are gonna take that same similar movement. We're gonna step forwards into just a small little bend and take one hand forwards. And as we come up, we're gonna balance on one leg. And needing to balance on one leg means we're really gonna have to tune into our core.
Opposite arm to the leg, is that
That's
right?
it, so we step forwards.
Step forwards, okay.
And as we exhale, we push up and we hold.
Way!
I was like, you're all really good. And I was like, good, good. Oh, no. Okay, let's try. Let's do two more, okay? You've got two more to get it right. Don't feel the
so
pressure.
step forward.
Forwards. And lift up. Good job. One more. Down.
You have to really just think about the task in hand. You can't think about anything else.
No, and well, and that's part of this working, you know, so we're getting that blood flowing to increase our energy, and we're really just tuning into our body, which is going to help us to get connected to, you know, our core. So next we're going to be down on the floor.
Okay.
And we're just going to work on a deep breathing exercise. And what's so fantastic about this is if we take a really deep inhale and allow our diaphragm to descend, it actually begins to massage the top of our digestive system, and that stimulates the release of a hormone called serotonin.
Oh.
And this hormone is released in the brain, but it's stimulated in the gut, the production of it, and that again increases our mood, lowers anxiety, and lowers stress. So it's just taking a deep breath, but learning to do it properly. So we're gonna lie back on the mat, but we're gonna place our feet into a butterfly position. So soles of our feet are together, and hands either resting along the floor or they're resting onto the legs. And this position helps to place our pelvic floor, and men and women all have a pelvic floor. It places our pelvic floor into a lengthened phase. And this is important because we want to relax the pelvic floor so that as we take that inhale, our organs can descend and we can get more air in. So we're gonna draw the air in through our nose, deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're just gonna use a...
Oh, that feels lovely.
Yeah, and as we take that inhale, shoulders are staying down, rib cage expands, diaphragm descends. We breathe in, and we exhale.
Should we be squeezing the pelvic floor?
We are not squeezing the pelvic floor because what we're focusing on here is the inhale. We're not working on that pelvic floor activation, which is very important, but we're working on getting that deep inhale. So let's do one more. Take a nice deep breath in, expanding the rib cage. Good, diaphragm descends, and exhale and allow the air to fall out.
This is lovely.
It's not, are we feeling less stressed?
Really nice, because it reminds me, you know, how often do you actually pause and take time to do this?
Yeah.
You've built quite a community with Strong Like Mum.
So Strong Like Mum was a platform born out of me becoming a mum, working in women's health, and wanting to help support other mothers to find a way to positively experience motherhood. I actually found motherhood triggered a lot of anxiety and stress for me. So the first one, super simple. We're going to use these, and to be honest, this is kind of a cheating exercise because it's not really an exercise, but it's one of my favorite ways to increase energy. And all we're going to do is lie back. The higher, the better. And what we're looking for here, if we place our feet up onto a platform and we lie back, we're encouraging that return blood flow. We're like, oh, we all like this position. Just have a nap.
The down ones are my favourite.
Lie down, have a nap. By placing our feet up onto a platform and allowing that blood flow to help that blood return, again, we're helping to boost our energy because we're getting more oxygen through our body.
This is
right, now we're going to take our feet off here for a minute. That was a short one. And we're just going to work on a bridge exercise, and then we've got a slight progression. So we're going to place the soles of our feet flat to the floor, feet hip width apart. Take a deep inhale in that same way, allowing the rib cage to expand. And as we exhale, we're going to push through the heels of our feet up into that bridge position. And this is really great, complete core exercise. So we're getting that height in the hips, engaging the glutes. Inhale and we lower down. As we exhale, we push back up. And now this time we're going to hold the bridge in this position, and we're going to lift one foot about a centimetre off the floor without dropping the hips. I hate this one. No, she's really stressed. We'll do it one more time. Oh, go on. Exhale, we're going to push up. And now what we really want to do is keep this height in the bridge. So engage your... That's the one. Well done, Katie. Yes, good. Well done.
Yeah, it does make you shake.
And inhale, lower down. So we're shaking, but hopefully we're feeling positive. And it's really great, like I said, to connect with the deep core and have that balance and that focused time.
You feel in control. Okay.
One more exercise we've got.
Right.
We're up on our knees or on one knee.
Right.
And we're going to go into this hip flexor stretch. So the hip flexors, there's the psoas muscle, this hip flexor muscle, it actually attaches to our diaphragm. And if this is tight, it can restrict our breathing pattern.
Okay.
So if we're in this position, one foot up, we're going to tuck our tailbone under, so our pelvis rotates and tucks under, and we're going to take a really slight shift forwards, and then we're going to take the arm of the back leg, lift up, we're going to reach up to the top corner of the room, and you should feel that stretch.
Oh, you do, yeah.
Yeah, and then we take a deep inhale, and we'll be able to take a really nice deep inhale. And that hip flexor muscle has really been connected to emotional stress, emotional trauma. And so releasing that can really help to release tension. Let's just do the other side so we're equal. So we'll tuck the tailbone under, slight shift forwards, We lift the other arm up and reach the top corner of the room so we feel that stretch. Take a deep breath in.
Oh, it's lovely.
Good, and we inhale and we're done. So those simple exercises that we can all do at home.
I feel like a new woman. Now, don't forget, if you want some more fitness tips, give Shakira Akabisi a follow on her social media accounts. Right, we're going to go to a short break now, but hold on to your hobby horses because we're going to be right back with something that's sure to get you talking. Welcome back. I'm here with Georgie's daughter Danny and her friend Kate. Welcome to the retreat.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, you look very nervous. Don't worry. Don't worry. Now, we are here to celebrate Georgie. Obviously, you are her daughter, so you've seen firsthand everything she's done. What sort of mum is she?
She's incredible. I think the work that she does for my brother to continue his legacy and just to make sure people remember him and his story and to give up her life to continue Harry's dream and what he started is amazing, but still equally has the same amount of time for me and my other brother and invest in us and our lives and what we want to do. So
she sounds sort of relentless in her mission, but also such a nurturer as a mother and a mother to many.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we partly had to give up Mum in a way when she started having so many people that would count on her and rely on her, but she had time for everybody, but it still didn't feel like we were losing any part of her and anything that you needed her for, so she's always there.
Is that why you nominated her then?
Yeah, absolutely. She deserves everything that can be given in life, so yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. So Kate, what about you? You've been friends with Georgie for 15 years, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. I followed Harry's story and I didn't know Georgie, and when he passed away, I was really upset. It was obviously big in the local area, and I met her sort of a couple of years later and she started fundraising, and I decided to do that as well with the business I worked for. And we did quite a lot of activities like fun runs and sponsored walks, that kind of thing. And it was great to see everybody coming together to support. And through that, Georgie and I became friends. And I was really aware of what an incredible lady she is. She's inspirational, she's motivational, she's determined. I've never met anyone like Georgie. And I had my own personal tragedy within my family years into our friendship, and my beautiful cousin got breast cancer, and she'd planned to marry her partner when she found out that she was terminally ill. And it just so happened that Georgie knew my cousin's partner because they went to school together.
Right, okay.
And I said to Georgie, I've got to plan this wedding, and we haven't got a lot of time to plan this wedding. Can you help me out? So Georgie, being Georgie, helped us out.
So now she's a wedding planner.
Yeah, exactly. And she put some stuff out on social media, and we got donations of wedding cakes, dresses, you name it.
So almost unexpectedly, you went from being her friend to actually being on the receiving end of that support that you'd seen her give others for all those years. Did she change life for you and your outlook and how you were able to grieve?
100%, yeah. Seeing how she helps other people from her and the family's tragedy is just so inspiring and heartwarming.
Yeah. Well, you must be delighted to see her here today then, because how unusual is this for Georgie to say, I'm going to down the tools, I'm going to stop answering the emails, and I'm going to drive all the way out to the countryside and just chill out.
Just doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen, does it? No,
she never stops.
Yeah. I don't know how you've managed to stop her for a few hours. So.
We're going to do our very best to make sure she unwinds and relaxes. Right, well, you might think that hobby horsing is just for kids, but apparently not. And I am desperate to find out more about this, so come with me. Right, we are in the garden. I'm joined by all of my fellow jockeys here. And this activity, I mean, it looks incredible. It's been capturing people's imaginations up and down the country. So much so that it's also turned competitive. And I'm joined by the woman who is responsible for that. Zoe Brown.
Hi,
hello.
nice to meet you, Katie.
Clutching your horses.
I know, this is one of mine that my daughter never normally lets me touch, but I've managed to sneak it out today.
Okay, well, this is quite amazing. I see you're decorated by rosettes.
Well,
as
yeah, it's because when I'm running the competitions, I'm constantly giving out rosettes. Every child gets a rosette in every class, so nobody's ever disappointed. So I need a big supply of them.
Now, this setup is pretty impressive. So I suppose I thought I knew what hobby horsing was, and now I realise I definitely don't.
Did you think it was like a long stick on wheels and a little kid?
Yeah, and it was just in your front room with your brother and sister.
I mean, the kids are doing it in their front rooms and in the gardens, but they're actually older children who've seen it on TikTok because there is a Finnish championship. It's been running about 10, 11 years, and that's picked up traction on YouTube and TikTok.
Oh, wow.
The 8 to 12-year-olds have seen it and started doing it, and they've started importing handmade hobby horses because you couldn't previously really get them in the UK, not the ones with a short stick, which is what you need for jumping.
Okay.
There's now 2 or 3 UK suppliers making handmade horses, and then some of the toy makers have started picking it up.
Okay.
And it's a lot, the toy makers are the equestrian brands, so they're already doing clothing, they're moving in, that kind of thing. And then, of course, there's these lovely little cute toys as well.
Oh, that's amazing.
Who also do these.
Yeah, I'm loving the horse poo. It's
I know,
so
it's the first time.
isn't it? It's
I
really
sold my first horse poo the other day at a show. I was really impressed.
good. Yeah, and also, is it right that it's really benefiting children that are neurodivergent?
Absolutely, yeah. Our competitions, there's a high prevalence of neurodiversity. Many of the children are homeschooled. Many of them have autism. Some of them have ADHD. Many of them have none of those things.
There looks like there's quite a lot of skill to it. Any tips? We're going to be doing it today, aren't we?
Yeah.
Were you all up for it? Yeah.
I mean, I don't normally do it myself, but I have tried today, and it is actually really fun.
What about fitness? Is it good for your fitness?
It's super. My daughter does it obviously every weekend with me, and when she joined high school, she did PE track to assess which set she'd be in, and she won. She came first.
wow.
And we're not a sporty family, and it's
Yeah.
because she's constantly running and leaping. So.
Well, it looks like a fun sport. I'm up for it. It doesn't look like a stiletto sport.
No,
so shall
we've gone barefoot. We've gone barefoot. That seems
okay.
to work.
All right.
Right, we're going to start. So we'll all go pick our horses if that's okay.
Great. Yeah.
Follow me.
Let's go.
So you're going to set off, you're going to follow the numbers on the cones, you just canter between the jumps, go over them. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then canter around to the end, and then come over the high jump.
We believe in you.
Okay. Right.
He wants to start. Like...
3, 2, 1.
Hold it back.
Sorry,
There's a polo for you.
I'm a
at the
galloping.
end.
I'm a galloping.
Can't.
Right, I'm cantering
Is that
up.
cantering? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Go on, Johnny.
1, 2, 3.
Look at that.
Now for the double.
What a horse.
Big leap. Right, canter around. All the way around, Johnny. All the way around, because you need a big run.
Come on, Johnny, do
Okay,
it.
and line yourself up.
Do you leave it here or do you leave it in the middle?
It's up to you.
I think we'll leave it up
Okay,
here.
go.
Go on, Johnny.
No, don't take it off as I'm running up.
No, keep it on. Keep it on.
You're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Go on.
Right, so if everybody grabs a horse, you could take mine. There's a couple here.
Okay.
Who wants to go next?
One, I'll go.
Okay, Claire, off you go. You don't have to do the final jump.
Between the
unless you
legs.
want
Look at that technique.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
It's more of a trot than a canter.
to. I can take this down.
Looking good.
And that's you done. Okay, Katie, you're up.
Go on. There. Whoa, sprightly. Sprightly.
Sprightly, Katie.
Sprightly. Look at the height on that.
That was nice.
Well done. Well done. Go for
Lovely.
jump 7. Go for jump 7.
You're up.
Like a little fairy.
You can try.
Come on.
It's not as high
You
as
have
you
to
think.
canter.
It's actually all right. I think I got higher than what I
I don't know why
thought.
I'm making the sound effects with it.
Look at the form on that. You
Look
can
at the
tell
form.
she's a professional.
Olympic level.
Are you going to try jump 7?
Okay, if we're going for 7, hold on. I've got to have a word with my horse.
You haven't got
Come
your
on, buddy.
momentum.
We can't. Right, hold on.
Do you want a smaller horse?
Nope. I'm going to stay with the horse that I've got.
Go on.
This is getting very serious.
Okay.
Come on, buddy.
Right, she
Feel the
needs
pressure.
sponsorship, I think.
Okay, ready?
Right, ready.
Ooh!
Focus,
It looks so
focus.
much higher now. Pretend you can't see it.
You didn't do it.
can't see it.
No, you did clear it.
You did clear it. You
I
just
did clear it.
It was just
exactly.
wobbly ground.
Well done, buddy.
Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely shattered. I don't know how kids do that. I tell you what, there's no better way to spend a Sunday morning. Right, whilst I try to think up better horse puns, why don't you go and pop the kettle on, and we'll be back to catch up with the Glam Squad and see how they've got on with our guest of honour, Georgie. Welcome back to my weekend escape. Now, I know we're all desperate to see how Georgie's got on with the Glam Squad, but before we do that, let's catch up with some of my lovely visitors that have been at the retreat today. Look at this spread.
I know,
Looks
it's
amazing, doesn't it? Well, I think we're all quite hungry after that hobby horsing.
The horses are great.
You were good? Yeah.
Well,
It was the jockey that was the problem.
Well, I won.
Yeah, you did
I won
actually.
it. I
You
won
did
it, yeah.
But Shakira cleared the jump as well, I thought. Yeah.
I cleared the jump, and I feel like maybe my cantering was a little bit better. So.
Oh,
Yeah. You know you can buy them.
well, I'm going
have to buy them and bring
yeah, we're
back.
going to.
Or adopt. Adopt, don't buy.
Yeah.
So look, we're all starving hungry after all that hobby horsing. This looks gorgeous. Tell me what you've cooked.
So this is the banana bread, which we spoke about before.
Lovely.
This, for me, like, epitomises just good cooking, like simple, good food done well. So this is my chocolate and nut granola. It's like a strawberry compote sauce mixed with fresh strawberries with
Okay.
just a natural plain yogurt.
So I thought that was just some Cocoa Pops. I'm super excited. Tell me how you home make granola, because I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh, it's really simple. It's basically an all-in-one bowl method. So it's like a mixture of nuts, a desiccated coconut, rolled oats, and we mix coconut oil and maple syrup together.
So then do you toast it in the oven?
Toast it in the oven, 165 for around about 25 minutes.
Do you have to put like butter or olive oil?
No, no, no.
No, oh, you
Just straight
do it
in, a
like that?
little bit of greaseproof paper. Just keep mixing every 10 minutes.
Nice. Okay, would you want to tuck in and try some?
Absolutely.
Can you just save some for me, please? Yeah, because
wanna
the
try
last guest ate all the pasta.
Oh, I'm going
yeah,
straight for the strawberries.
Yeah, they look gorgeous. So the bread looks
There we
great
go.
as well, doesn't it? Ladies, how you doing?
Excited.
Good. Are you excited? Yeah. Do you think Georgie's feeling relaxed or nervous?
I think from a pamper she'd have felt quite relaxed, but I think she'd be a bit nervous to come out and
Yeah.
say, oh, look at me. So
I was going to say, it's probably not natural for her to have the attention on her. It's always about the causes she's helping and more like the work she's doing. Would you ever see her glammed up? Like, would that be a normal thing for her on like a Friday, Saturday night?
Oh, yes, she loves to make an effort.
Yeah.
But it's always on what she does for herself. I was saying when she hosts award shows and things like that, because she's there all day setting up.
Yeah.
She's normally in the toilet quickly doing her makeup just before. So to actually
little
have the
compact
chance,
mirror and
to have the chance for somebody to pamper her and then just it to be about her is not normal. So
That's good, because it really makes it special, doesn't it? And
Yeah.
It's great you convinced her to come here
Yeah,
and let
we're really
go a little
glad.
bit. All right, would you feel ready to see her?
yeah, can't wait.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to send her through. Here she comes.
Brilliant.
Oh my God.
Oh, Mom. Look at that hair. Lovely.
Yeah.
You look so good. Oh, you look absolutely stunning.
Thank you so much. I feel amazing.
You do. I was going to say, because it's not just how you look, it's how you feel. How do you feel?
Yeah, amazing, absolutely.
Great,
You're
isn't
feeling very trusted hands here.
We had such a nice time.
Yeah.
And it was so nice just seeing you kind of come to life in a way. You know, we only did a few tweaks and a few changes, but pop.
Yeah.
So brilliant. You look
It was
fantastic.
the confidence as well. When you came in, you were really nervous about not wearing any makeup today.
Yes.
And the confidence just rose as you were in the chair.
Thank you.
Break it down for me,
Yeah.
because it looks incredible.
Okay, so I mean, we just did a deeper side parting over here, which is just a really simple way to make things look really glamorous super quick. And then a little blow-dry flick on the fringe, so just with a brush and a little nozzle on the dry, and you just get this lovely sweeping section here. And then we put some waves in her hair with some straightening irons. And you can probably see, I was showing her how to do it myself.
Someone else looks a bit wavy. Yeah.
This is all about me, you know.
He's a diva.
Mine looks better though.
Yes, yours does look better, yeah. But you could see what was going on, couldn't you? Just put the iron in upwards and then bring it down, but rotate it backwards away from the face. And it's so nice because hardly any haircut, so nothing massive commitment, nothing permanent, but a big change, you know.
I have to say,
Love
I
it.
love the fringe because it's really soft. And then for days you don't want it, I can see how you could style it back.
Yeah,
It's not too like dominant.
And then
so-
even if we shift the parting back in the middle, it kind of disappears. So It's a temporary transformation, but a great one.
And you're glowing.
Yes.
Your skin, the cheeks, it looks beautiful. What did you do, Jen?
So, like we said, we really wanted to bring Georgie's beautiful features forward. So the eyes, we've used a lovely chocolate brown. That's the opposite of the blue, so it really brings them forward. And then on the cheeks, Georgie's got these beautiful cheeks with a big smile. So we've used a lovely cream blusher by Sculpted by Amy in a lovely dusky rose shade, and it just pairs beautifully with the lip and the eyes without being too much. So it's an overall just beautiful, elevated look.
Yeah. Oh, do you think this is something you'd be able to recreate yourself?
I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
But first of all, where are we going?
Yeah. We all need to hit the town now.
Yeah.
And your dress is absolutely stunning as well.
Thank
That looks beautiful. Really goes well with the eye makeup with the browns. Well, listen, you look gorgeous. You feel fantastic. Why don't you tuck into some of the food? We've just got your little present here to say thank you for being you and thank you for coming to the retreat and relaxing.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Our time has sadly come to an end, but I hope that it's given you the urge to head out and try something new and fun. It's all good for the soul, and I'll see you back here next Sunday.
The house pig's running around the building, and there was a really serious moment. One of the producers says to my mum, Ingrid, you have to get the pig out of here. Dua Lipa's coming up in the lift.
A lot of people say, what product should I use to get rid of the frizz? It's like, no, it's a technique. It's what we do that gets rid of the frizz, not what we use.
Then turn over one side, shaky, shaky, shaky.
Shaky, shaky, shaky.
Yeah, okay.
Again, repeat.
Oh, wow, it's kicking off.